One great thing about having a planner is that then you have a place for notes. Notes is an overlooked section of a planner or really any kind of organizational system, but it is crucial for keeping sane while tracking and working through many projects and spinning plates in life. Today, I have for you a clip from one of our weekly seminars inside Simply Convivial Continuing Education. All through the month of August, our community was discussing and sharing all about planners. And so in one of our weekly seminars, I covered why notes are such a crucial part of your planner system and how to make them workable, what it really needs to look like, and you know that I will not be overcomplicating it. Notes need to be quick and simple. So let's dig in to how to keep notes in your planner. Start with something simple and straightforward and build it out from there based on what you actually need. And you figure that out by practicing. So by having your planner, your dashboard, and using it throughout the day and thinking, it would be handy if I had X. Include that, try it out, see if you actually do use it and enjoy having that information right at hand. And, a clipboard makes it really easy to try that out because it's more portable. It's easy to just add or rearrange papers super quick. And a clipboard doesn't feel like as big a commitment as getting a binder organized in just the right way. If you have to hole punch things and get them in the right order, then you're like, well, and then I should add the washi tape. And there you go. Cassie always uses a clipboard for her weekly dashboard. I did for years. I loved my clipboard. And for the longest time, I had two clipboards then. I had my life home planning clipboard and then a homeschool clipboard. So I had two primary clipboards and they could have appropriate homes and I could have some information, the information that I needed at the time without ending up with too many papers to flip through. I know it might seem silly that, having 5 pieces of paper versus 10 makes a big difference, but it really might make all the difference in actually using it. So start streamlined and get practice and adapt based on what you actually end up wanting to have in front of your face at those planning times. We've talked about having a place for your calendar that may or may not be on your dashboard and a place for habit tracking and writing lists. But then what about notes? And notes are very important because there's information that we need to write down right away. And those are notes. And they need a plan and a home. Otherwise, we will lose them and then they will not be helpful. So really, we should think of notes as a constant brain dump. So there's brain dumping where you sit down and intentionally clear your head of all the things. When you've done that a few times and you're actually kind of in a groove with planning and keeping track of things, then you don't need to brain dump so much as you need to take constant notes. You need to just get in the habit of writing things down right away instead of storing things up and then spilling it all out in a big outlet, a big outpouring. And that is the habit of ubiquitous capture. So ubiquitous means all the time, everywhere. And capture is referring to writing it down. So you're capturing the words that you need to keep track of in writing in a particular place that is always available to you, and you're not trying to keep it in your head even for 5 or 10 minutes, much less 24 hours or 7 days, if you just only brain dump daily or weekly. You can skip, for the most part, the daily and weekly brain dumping if you pick up the habit of ubiquitous capture. One quick and easy option that I have done for that kind of constant brain dump note-taking option in my planner is just to have a sticky note. When I had a clipboard, I had one of those clipboards that folded open. So it had like a cover over the papers, and that helped the papers not get crumpled, because I discovered that crumpled papers bothered me. So I got a clipboard with a cover, problem solved. And so I would be able to open it up and see the printed page that was on top of the clipboard here. And over on the cover, I had all kinds of sticky notes. And for the most part, they were, I might have a motto or alignment card as one of them, but at least one, if not several of them, would be my notes, my constant brain dump, my ubiquitous capture. And that was great because they were small and they were easily trashable. So I could write things down right away and not feel like I was messing up my planner. It didn't feel like a commitment to keep that information. If it was just a note to do something and I did it, I could get rid of the sticky note. And it was like cleaning something up, right, like that. Right now, the planner that I am using includes some note-taking pages pretty frequently throughout. And so I just use those. And I really try to not overthink it, and not, like, a big part of me wants to I'm always going to keep track of XYZ, or I can always use it to write a sentence about how the day went or good things that happened today, or it's overcomplicating it by feeling like I have to commit to keeping it neat or keeping it consistent, when really the whole point of any kind of note-taking space, whether it's pre-printed or sticky notes or just a blank sheet of paper, at the very end of your clipboard stack or at the very back of your binder, the whole point is just to have that ubiquitous capture brain dump space, which is, if we're really using it, is going to be kind of messy. We want to be organized, and so that includes having a working planner system. It just does. I've got a lot of videos all about planners, making them work, setting them up, keeping them clutter-free, and preventing them from being escapist planning. Check out those videos here, and I will see you next time.